communication is best defined as any communication that takes place between two people or a group of people with the use of words. Let's just agree that that's the definition for today. And this includes the ums and the ers and the ahs and all those other filler words that we use when we communicate. Then, on the other side of the spectrum, we have nonverbal communication. And nonverbal communication is best defined as any communication that takes place between two people or a group of people without the use of words. And this is everything about you. The haircut you have, the shoes you're wearing, the clothing that you've chosen for the day, everything says something about you to the other person. The question is, what signals are you conveying? And more importantly, is how is it being interpreted on the other end? But it goes beyond that. You see, it's not just about the tattoos that you hide or reveal or the piercings that you might have. No, nonverbal communication goes beyond that. It goes right into color and scent. We know certain colors are indicative of moods. We know that fiery reds and deep purples can create anxiety. They can create heightened blood pressure. You'll never find those colors in the cardiac ward at the hospital. But you might find the blues, the greens, the earthy tones, the browns. But then there's color and scent. We know that vanilla and lavender are the number 1, number 2 household fresheners. I'm hard-pressed to find sulfur scent anywhere. Well, just in case you have that annoying neighbor, wouldn't it be nice just to give a little quick squirt before he shows up? Yeah. And then it's the study of proxemics, which is the study of territory, space, distances, and angles. And we know that where we stand, where we sit, has a direct affection and impact on whether we motivate someone to our way of thinking or we repel them further away from us. And then, of course, nonverbal communication also takes into consideration tonality, tone, inflection, the pacing of our words, pauses, especially when body language isn't present, for instance, when we're on the telephone. That's how we create excitement. That's how we keep the other person engaged and hooked. And then in the middle, we have this other criteria, and that's called body language. And body language, in its simplest of definitions, is based on the study of body movements, facial expressions, and body movements. Now, you might be saying to yourself, body movements, facial expressions, and gestures, there's no words in there. Shouldn't that really be nonverbal communication? If you're thinking that, you're absolutely right. As a matter of fact, the majority of people will take body language communication and lump it into nonverbal communication. I just like to separate it because I believe it's such an important way of how we communicate. It really does deserve to be in a category by itself. But for now, you know what? For today's purposes, let's just agree that we do communicate on 2 different levels.